On this video, we're going to do another word problem for the quadratic chapter. It says, manufacturing plans to produce a one-compartment vertical file by bending the long side of a 10-inch by 12-inch sheet of plastic along two lines to form a U shape. How tall should the file be in order to maximize the volume that it can hold? Okay. So notice how we went from a plane to a U shape. Okay. Now, if this line here, let me use a different color for that. If this line plus this line plus this one equals the same distance here, okay, then if this height is x, then this height is also x. So what we're interested in finding is how much is this height then? I mean this width. Well, again, these two are the same height. The total is 18. Therefore, x plus question mark is also 18. Therefore, 2x plus question mark is 18. If you want to isolate for question mark, then you have 18 minus 2x. Therefore, our question mark becomes actually 18 minus 2x. Now, that's the width. The length here is how much? Well, it's 10, right? Because it's this side of the box. So now we can proceed to find the volume of this sheet. The volume in terms of x equals the height times the width times the length. Okay? So remember, this is the height, this one is the width, and this one is the length. If we multiply these three together, we get 18x minus 2x squared times 10, which is 180x minus 20x squared. Now we have negative 20x squared plus 180x. Notice now that we can apply the formula. So to find the vertex, negative b over 2a comma v of negative b over 2a. So what is b here is 180. So you get negative 180 over 2 times a, which is negative 20. And then we have to inject that into the function. So negative 180 over negative 40. Now negative 180 over negative 40 can be simplified. Negative over negative, a negative divided by a negative is positive. 18 divided by 4 can be simplified to 9 over 2, and then v of 9 over 2. Now, you can also proceed by completing the square. So we're going to do that as well. In order to complete the square, we factor the negative 20. And you're left with 180 over 20x. So negative 20 x squared minus 9 over 4 x Now we do our b over 2 squared because we're completing the square. So negative 9 over 4 over 2 squared is equal to, oh, excuse me, this is not 4. This is 9. Okay, negative 9 over 2 squared is 81 over 4. So that's the number we add and subtract inside the parentheses. 9x plus 81 over 4 minus 81 over 4. And then you're left with negative 20 x squared minus 9x plus 81 over 4. Now in order to take out this negative 81 over 4, we have to multiply by negative 20. So negative 20 times negative 81 over 4. Now remember, these three factor into b over 2. So it's going to be x minus 9 over 2 squared. Negative times negative is a positive. We multiply across. 20 times 81 is 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 1, 62. Plus a 0 over 4. Now that can be a big number, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide negative 20 by 4. That gives you negative 5 times negative 81. So you're left with negative 20 x minus 9 over 2 squared plus 5 times 81 is, let me see, old school, 540, 405. Okay. Now, let's verify everything is good. So the vertex is going to be 9 over 2, comma, 405. Now let's try to answer the question. This says, how tall should the file be in order to maximize the volume that it can hold? Well, the x has to be, so I'm going to write x max has to be 9 over 2 inches, which is equal to 4.5 inches. And that will create a maximum volume, so Vmax, of 405 inches cubed. Okay. Now that 405 can be also found by plugging 9 over 2 into your volume function. Okay. So that will be the answer. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or ask me in class. Thank you.